Okay guys, so welcome back to another one of my Scrapping Irish videos. First off, thanks for taking the time to check this out. Don't forget to hit the old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I really would appreciate it. So as you see, for the last while I've been working on mobile phones, gold recovery and stuff like that for mobile phones, and working with the assets, but I've just got a pile of Cisco, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, Cisco systems. I think they're kind of a router system or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap them out and I'm going to see what's inside them. I have about 50 of them, I think, and they're two different models. So I think they're two different models, by judging by the numbers on them, that they seem to be two different models. So I want to see if there's much difference between the two models. So first off, you can see there's a lot of, I think it's steel. It says hot surface, so they obviously do heat up quite a bit. Let me see if there's anything there. I could always try selling these on eBay or something like that, but I don't like the hassle of eBay, especially when I don't know if they're working, not working, stuff like that. And I just don't want the hassle of it, selling something and someone coming back saying, oh, that didn't work and blah blah blah. So I kind of stay away from selling on eBay for that reason. Most things I take, I'll scrap them out. Anything I get, I kind of scrap it out. Just need to find the right fitting for this. That's the one. So it's these little torque security heads. So what I'll do is I'll just take one apart first on camera. We'll have a quick look at the board, and then I'll take the rest apart off camera, because you don't want to be sitting through me taking whatever 30 or 40 or 50 of these apart, even though it looks like it's going to be straightforward. That it's just a couple of screws, and we've got to look at the board and see what would be of value for scrapping out. So this video mightn't be that long, but I always say that at every video, and then I kind of get distracted and carry on talking, and next minute it's gone 30 minutes again on a video. So that just seems to be the plate removed, so we just need to see how it is held in now. Is there anything under these? No. Legs, so there seems to be some clips, so I'm just going to get a different screwdriver to pry it open. I'm going to have to pause it there, guys, because I don't have my other screwdriver that I was looking for, but I might have a chisel, it might work. No, I don't, but I have another screwdriver here. We'll see will this work. If not, I'll have to get the proper screwdriver I was looking for, just to pry in underneath and try and remove the clips, because there's obviously clips holding it. Feel it moving there. So okay, we're in under here anyhow, so we might be able to pry it off the rest of the way. We can get in. See, there's a clip in here holding it on this end, but we'll try getting down through here. There we go. So that's it. We didn't need the other screwdriver after all. So what is holding it? There seems to be like a security clip on this side. There we go. So just a bit of plastic, guys, nothing major. And what I like to see, a nice gold corner VGA, so that will make it kind of worth my while. Once I see that, I get a little bit of interest in it. We have some IC chips, some flat pack chips, some more ICs, flat packs. We have, I don't know what that is in under there, if anyone knows what that is. We've got some internet cable connections or Ethernet cable connections, so they'll have gold pins in them. Underneath here, if we can remove this, usually there'll be some more chips, and I want to get the screws out and check out on the back side of it. So we'll just see if this screwdriver fits it. If not, we'll have to go to a different one. No, we'll have to go to a different one, will we? No. Give me a second, I didn't prepare too well for this video. I didn't have all my screwdrivers where I wanted them. So we'll just have a look on the back side of it and see if there's anything worth taking from the other side. And there should be one more just here. So again, guys, thanks to everyone that's been checking out my lives. I really appreciate that on a Monday night. Anyone that checks them out, I do try and go every Monday night, but I can't guarantee I'll be on it all the time, because sometimes I have other stuff to catch up on, scrapping and stuff like that, so it has to be done. And do we have any more? I don't see any more. There we go. So I'll check that out and see. It's magnetic there because my screwdriver is sticking to it, so it's not aluminium, which I was hoping it would be, so it's just steel. So again, that'll be probably pop scrap or something like that. If that's something that interests you, pop scrap, let me know and I'll hold on to them for you. Because if anyone hasn't checked out pop scrap, he's into a lot of the copper and stuff like that, so he's saving up these type of boards for me, any of the boards with these type of chips on them, and I'll do a trade with him for steel and copper and aluminium that I have collected up that we can do a bit of a trade on. So nothing really on the other side. There was just one IC chip. There's probably another chip in under here. I'll see if I can pry that off when I get a chisel, and that's kind of it for the what's on the board. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to strip out the other 40 odd of these I have, and we'll see, compare the boards just to see if all the boards are exact same in them all, which more than likely they will be. So at least I'll have 50 of these or 40 of these, whatever it is, so that's good for my gold recovery. And I'll have a nice bunch of IC chips, and I'll have some MLCCs, so some nice big chunky MLCCs there, so I'll have a lot of them out of it. So at least there'll be something out of this board, some more MLCCs there, crystal oscillators, looks like LED lights here. So again, they'll have a gold bonding wire in them. If we can get it there to focus on it, but we can't, it's too much of a shadow. But there's usually a gold bonding wire inside of them. So I'd love to know what's in under here. This has me intrigued a bit because it's soldered on, so it's probably just another sort of IC chip of sorts. We'll have a look and see what it says. Bell. Is that right? So anyone know what that is? Leave it in the comments, guys. Is it worth taking off? I'm just having a look here on a few other bits and pieces while we're... This is what usually happens to me when I say I'm going to do a short video. I start looking at stuff and it drags on to be another video. Now they're like soldered like with a gold actually colour tinge to it, which I find unusual enough that they would. But another large MLCC on the back, some more MLCC. So MLCCs, IC chips, and the nice gold corner VGAs that I like coming across, and that's an Amco, is it? AMCC. I thought it was AMCO, but it's AMCC Power PC. Okay guys, so I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to strip out the rest of these, and we're going to see what we end up with at the end of it for my gold recovery, see if there's anything different in any of the boards. Okay guys, so I've taken all the boards out, and the main difference I can see between the two types of boards was the VGA is exposed in one and it's covered by a shield in the other. Other than that, both boards look the exact same. Everything else seems to be the same on them. So I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time on a video, is I'm going to actually depopulate these completely, and we're going to see how many weight of IC chips we have, what weight of gold corner VGAs we have. They'll be the main things I'm going to take it off. I'm not going to bother with the, well, I'll be taking off the MLCCs, but I probably won't get a weigh in because I'll just throw them in with the rest of my MLCCs. But for this video, to finish it up, I'm going to just get a weigh in of what we have. So what I'm going to do, by the magic of editing, we're going to come back and I'll have everything taken off the boards, and we'll be get our weigh in at the end and see what I have, so that I can get a kind of a gold yield. So if we say I have a pound of IC chips, when I'm doing the IC chips, I'll just do a pound first and we'll see what we get. And that then, if I divide the pound by the amount of boards, which was 50, I'll be able to work out roughly what I get out of 50 of these type boards, what they're worth in gold yield. That's the plan anyhow. So by the power of editing, guys, let's see what we got. Okay guys, so before I give the final weigh-in, I just wanted to show you, because I'm still sorting through them, I haven't picked them all out yet, but I've been picking out most of the IC chips and most of these gold corner VGAs. But I wanted to show you when I remove completely the bits of the aluminium or steel that was over what there is. So there's another 2 chips hidden under here. That was your VGA that I already showed. Down here you can see the ceramic crystal oscillator, another ceramic crystal oscillator, another IC chip. We've had the flat packs which were exposed. Then under here again we have another one of these ceramic oscillators, and a couple of little small IC chips. And under what was underneath here again, we have 2 more of these ceramic oscillators and the IC chip. And under here we have just some sort of chip. It's not a ceramic oscillator, but I don't know what it is. It's got like a gold tinge to it, so I don't know what's underneath, what that is, whether it's going to be of much value or not. If anyone knows what that is, you can leave it in the comments. And that was it. The rest was the exposed bits. So what I'll do is there was another one here, sorry, there was another one covered over here, and again it has another ceramic oscillator. So there's a nice few ceramic oscillators on the board, which also is a little bit of a bonus. So we'll finish up there. I'll sort the rest of these out, so we'll see what the final weigh up is. Okay guys, so we're ready for the little weigh in to see what I got from them network, whatever they were, belonging to the Cisco network boards that I took apart. So we'll just set this to 0. We'll just zero that, zero it. So there we are on 0. So the first thing is all these little ceramic crystal oscillators. So these are the ones I did on about with the little gold bands on them. So you can see the gold around the edge, and inside that again there could be silver or even gold. A lot of time it's gold. It's inside the little gold connector inside of it again. So we'll just weigh them up. So I got 31 grams of them. So again, they'll go in here, but some more of them ones will be the larger ones and stuff like that. So you can see these are larger ones, ceramic. So I'll just put them in with that. They'll go into that collection. So 31 grams of them, not too bad. Next thing is I have a lot of MLCCs now. I still have a lot more to sort out. I just took a little proportion of them. So again, we have nearly 50 grams, 49 grams of the MLCCs. So if they were all good MLCCs, 10% of them would be precious metal. So, you know, so that'd be 5 grams nearly of precious metal. So again, they're just added into this tub where I've collected up a lot of them. So once I have this full tub filled up, I would say take 23 grams and add a bit. So maybe about 350 grams in that tub there at the moment. So not too bad. Then we had just like little IC chips or flat pack chips. So we'll put that on and make sure it's at 0. It is. And we'll just see what we ended up in them. So 200, and I think there was 1 escaped. There is 29. So 211 grams of IC chips mixed. Is it? Oh, that's gone again. It's gone weird. 172. I think my scales is playing up. So what I'll do is I'll just reset it to 0 on this one. Okay, and we'll check it again. Yeah, so it's 216 this time, so I would say around 210. We allow for a little bit of error. So 210 in them. Then I have, what have I next? Did I want to show you? I suppose I'll show you the, let me set that to 0. So these are the gold corner BGAs. I forgot them. So so they're my gold corner VGA, so I end up with 158 grams of them, which is not too bad, considering I get on average between 1 to 2 grams of gold per pound. So it's not too bad. I'm happy enough with that out of them. They'll help towards my gold this year, what I hope to get, my target for the year. And I've set a target kind of 2 to 3 ounces hopefully by the end of the year to get done. So hopefully that'll get me a bit closer to it. And the same with the likes of these ceramic ones when I process them, and these IC chips when I process them with the rest of the IC chips that I'm working on. So they'll all get me a bit closer. I also got a lot of these, which are just the connectors for the internet cables and stuff like that, or telephone cables, all that sort of stuff where they connect into them, LAN connectors. So they'll be put in with the rest of them that I have, and I'll do a video on them at some stage on what the gold wires inside of them and how to process them. So again, a good bunch of them there, another bunch of them here that I have to throw in. So they all add up. I also got a lot of these just the normal crystal oscillators. So again, they'll be put in with my crystal oscillators that I've collected up. And again, they'll be hopefully in a future video. We'll process them. It's mainly silver in them. I'm not a big fan of silver because the price of it at the moment is not great. So until the price starts to improve a bit, I won't be doing much on the silver side of things. I'll collect them up, and when this price hopefully increases later on, I'll deal with them. So that's kind of it for the video, guys. Thanks for coming along and thanks for watching it. Please subscribe if you aren't already a subscriber. There's going to be some nice videos coming up on gold processing hopefully soon with the nitric acid, and once I can get to do it outside in a good area, because my fume hood is giving me trouble. So I don't want to, until I get that fixed, I don't really want to process much with the nitric at the moment. Don't forget to check out my lives on a Monday night. Can't guarantee to be every Monday night, but check it out. I'll try and go most Monday nights on lives, and hopefully we can. The chat is kind of directed by who's on the panels, what way we go, and what questions are being asked in the chat. So if you have a question about any recyclable stuff, whether it's steel, iron, copper, all the way to the e-waste, precious metals, don't be afraid to ask in the chat, because there's great guy up on the panel usually, and they all have great advice and great ways of doing things and different ways of doing things. Just because I say one way and they say a different way, doesn't mean both. It doesn't mean one of us is wrong. It just means we have different ways of doing it. And the same for yourself. If you have a different way of doing it, let us know. No one is going to be saying it's wrong. People will say, well, I find this better or whatever. But again, at the end of the day, it comes down to what's best for yourself. So don't forget to check them out. So leave a like, guys. Leave a comment, and keep on looking for that gold. And I'll catch you on the next one.